What's up, Rogue Nation? My name is Cody Buffington and I explore secrets around the world. Today, we're at the Dead Sea. Today we are in Amman, Jordan. I'm super excited because the vibe here in Jordan seems to be a lot better. It's like, I don't know, the temperature, everything here just seems much more chill and peaceful. So we've come out to the citadel for sunset. So this citadel behind me is important because it was occupied by many great civilizations over the years. Many of the structures here are Roman or Byzantine, and this one right here is the Temple of Hercules, after the popular Roman hero god. We've come down to the Roman Theater. This is a famous landmark here in Amman. It actually dates back to the Roman period when this city was actually called Philadelphia. We're at the Roman Theater. A beautiful area, holds 6,000 people. Can you believe that? 6,000. Imagine that many people back here in that time period between 160 AD and 166 AD. Good morning, guys. It is now the next day here in Jordan, and we're starting off bright and early. We have hired a driver for the day for just about $120 US for all of us to take us for the entire day to the Dead Sea and the surrounding areas, wherever we want to go, because today is the Dead Sea Day. All right, you boys ready?
Dude, I'm so ready for Jordan Dead Sea life. We're gonna float.
So now around 45 minutes later, we have made it to the Dead Sea, but we've come to the part of the Dead Sea where you actually don't swim, but you come for pictures. The resorts that you go to, which are up more north on part of the Dead Sea, that's where we're gonna be swimming after this. So the reason that I wanted to come down to this far point in the south is because here you can actually see the salt formed, which looks like, it almost looks like ice or snow back in the winter. It's this like dirty snow looking salt here. Coming down to this point, you can see the salt behind me very clearly. It's very white and vibrant, and you can see these little patterns that the salt builds up over the years. This is a point where the water is actually about 34% salt. The cool part is you can't sink. The bad part is if you have some cuts on your body, it will burn like crazy. I have a cut on my finger, so I'm hoping that it's not gonna hurt, but I'm pretty sure my hand is gonna be burning like crazy once we actually go in the water in a little bit here. Here you can see part of the sand that has cracked off. This is what the salt looks like. And it's very, very rough, very coarse. It looks like it's just sand and you could like break it, but it is actually very hard, almost like a rock. And the crazy part about the Dead Sea is it actually recedes back in about 3 feet a year. And so because of that, a lot of the resorts have problems. There's even an abandoned resort here because it has gone back so far that this resort is 2 kilometers away. I've just picked up this giant chunk of salt from the water, and all the cuts on my hands are seriously burning right now. But it is kind of cool. It looks like, I don't even know, it's like some kind of like crazy limestone you see in the cave. This pattern you see here. But it's interesting, I just picked this up from the water and it feels like a solid rock. But when you have it in the water and you're like playing around with it, it feels like mashed potatoes.
Salt test at the Dead Sea. You know what, it's probably not salty enough, so.
Yeah, get some of that sauce on there.
Got extra sauce and sticky sauce.
Yeah, get some extra sauce.
I feel like I'm at a good old English pub. We've got some salty fish and chips. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I don't know, maybe because I rinsed it with the water first, but it actually tastes like pretty good.
Definitely not a mouthful of broken salt like in Peru.
Yeah, Cody had it a lot worse when we were in Peru.
I'm not gonna eat a thing of salt. No. No. Get off of that, man. No. So when you come to the Dead Sea, there's a bunch of different things you can do. You can take a tour, you can take an Uber here. We hired a driver through our Airbnb for the day, and then we went to a resort and we got a day pass. You can stay here, but since we want to do this all in just one day, we paid for the day resort. Well, Michael, this is quite the change from you being on oxygen about a month ago at, what was it, 5,000 meters? I know how it feels.
I'm kind of excited.
I think now he's super high.
Yeah, that was brutal. 420 below sea level. This is the lowest point on Earth. This is kind of cool. I think we'd actually go a little lower. The sign's not that accurate, but, but it's pretty cool. We are at the lowest point on Earth. Such a contrast from last month. So we've come down to the Dead Sea now, and we are 420 meters below sea level. This is the lowest place on Earth. We're about to hop in this super salty water. Ow. Okay, I can feel,
Oh yeah,
I can feel the cuts.
Yeah, what do you feel?
I have like these like
cuts in your finger?
cuts on my fingers, which I can feel burning, like a deep burning sensation.
Okay, I'm in.
So apparently when you go into the Dead Sea, you're only supposed to be in for about 10 minutes, and then you go out and you put the mud on, and then you wait for 15 minutes, and then you can go back in and wash it off. If you stay in the water for about 20 minutes, you could end up with hives all over your body. So I'm not trying to get hives. We need to take into consideration how long we are in this actual water right now. This is the first time in the Dead Sea. Let's see if we float and how many things start burning. Oh, Jesus! This is such a weird, it's like you're on one of those pool rafts.
I told you, man.
This is crazy. Whoa, it's like I'm floating through space. All right, pass me some toothpaste. I'll bring it. This is crazy. This is so weird. It's also kind of like a silky kind of smooth texture that you feel. It's like you're feeling like, it's a very kind of slimy texture to the water. It's different than normal water. Look at Josh.
I'm watching this. I'm just floating. Like my body's out the water and I'm watching the show right now.
I'm floating away. I'm going to Israel. See you later, guys. Yeah, I mean, imagine you try to get to Israel on the other side, but like you're tired. You're not gonna drown though. You just be like this all the way to Israel. Imagine Israel, like police on the other side. You just float over like this. All right, I'm gonna let Michael in, and then we're gonna get some mud.
Seeing everyone else do this, that'll float, but it still seems like impossible in my head. Yo, you like sink for a second and you're like, oh, this is normal water, and then it just like shoots you back up like a cork. And the consistency of the water, it feels a lot more like olive oil than actual traditional ocean water.
Oh, it's just a pile of mud. Dude, it really is. I feel like I'm rubbing like, it feels like a liver. Like I feel like I'm rubbing a cow liver. I feel so weird. It smells like, actually it doesn't really smell like anything.
It doesn't smell like nothing. Oh, now it's on my nose.
So we're putting on this mud right now because it's actually really good. It has a bunch of minerals from the Dead Sea. And so a lot of people who come here, they might have psoriasis or other kind of different things that this mineral in the mud will cure. And so it's just kind of, if you don't have anything, I think it's just good and exfoliating.
This is what it feels like if like my future wife does this. I feel amazing.
I love how you're picturing your future wife as Cody is rubbing you down.
And the last component, the face. I need to exfoliate, get rid of all this terrible acne. Do I look good? I need to look in the lens. I'm going for a tribal kind of look.
Look like Rambo.
That is what I was going for. How do I look? Good?
You look fantastic, Cody.
My face is getting hard. And we're gonna wipe off all this stuff right now.
I got like this little drop in my eye.
Okay, well I'm floating away. I'm going to Israel. So I guess we're supposed to rub this off, huh?
I can't stop floating, but I keep turning.
I know, I can't stop floating. It's the weirdest feeling, like trying to like rub the thing off when you're like, you're spitting like a barrel in the water. Supposedly, we're a lot lower, so the sun doesn't really harm you as much here, but I feel the sun, and it burns. So I don't believe them. I'm trying to get this off. I'm trying to exfoliate my face, you know, trying to be beautiful. But beauty is pain. I like how we're circling each other.
It's so romantic.
Man, I have not had like a fresh salad in weeks. It's been a while since we've had actual real vegetables and stuff like this. Oh, cheesecake!
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Cool cheesecake.
That looks amazing.
That looks incredible.
Well, Josh, I'd say this is a pretty good day. This is an amazing day. It's a little expensive, but it's good. Yeah, we needed it. We definitely did need a good meal. We've been eating Not so well, just trying to grind out these videos. All right, so we are now back at the Airbnb. It took us about an hour and a half with the traffic to get back into Amman. But I wanted to wrap it up because this was an amazing day. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was actually a lot better. The Dead Sea was a lot of fun. Going to the resort and putting the mud on and all that stuff. I know a lot of the public beaches you can go to are free, but I don't know if they'll necessarily have the mud or if they'll have the freshwater shower to clean up afterwards. Because I saw some people at the first beach we went to, they're hopping in the Dead Sea and they're sitting there rubbing their eyes with like saltwater hands, and it's getting even worse.
Nasty, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, so while there is like a cheaper way to do it, I don't know if I would recommend it. Our day was kind of expensive. We had the 90 Jordan ride, which is like $120 total, but split between all three of us. And then it was about $50-ish for the whole day at the what's it called, the resort. And so it wasn't the cheapest day, but it was definitely an experience of a lifetime. So I highly recommend it. If you are coming to Jordan, you got to do the Dead Sea. But other than that, Rocation, until next time, explore the world.
Okay, that one burned. It's like a stinging sensation on your tongue.
Welcome to the Roman Theater, home of many Romans, many plays, many theatrical acts. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just gonna say it in a low, hushed tone and sound like a famous historian.